Senator, good to have you here.
Thank you, Nora.
Let's talk about the debate that's been going on in Indiana and Arkansas. First, Indiana. Was it right for Governor Pence to change the language in the bill?
I was hoping he wouldn't. I think that the language that he had is better language. This is acceptable language. I voted for this language, so I certainly can't say that it's a bad bill. It's a good bill. But it doesn't do a lot of the things. It doesn't really open the debate up on some of the more current issues. I think the current language that the federal law is, and now Indiana is, has been held pretty much to have a pretty limited view of what religious liberty and religious freedom is in the workplace. And I think we need to look at, as religious liberty is now being pushed harder, to provide more religious protections, and that bill doesn't do that.
What now do you think with this new language changes?
I think what we need to look at is we aren't for discrimination against any person. I mean, I think that's no business should discriminate against because of who you are. But it should have the ability to say we're not going to participate in certain activities that we disagree with from a religious point of view. I don't think, frankly, either bill does that, but the second one, the one that Governor Pence backed away from, moves toward that.
In fact, here's what the language says. It makes clear that the law does not allow businesses to refuse services, facilities, use of public accommodations, goods, employment, or housing to any member or members of the general public based on race, color, religion, ancestry, age, national origin, disability, sex, sexual orientation, gender identity, or United States military service. With this language, if you were a wedding planner and you did not want to be involved in planning a same-sex marriage, this language would not allow you to opt out.
I'm not a legal scholar, but I can tell you the way that the previous laws have been ruled, they have not provided any type of legal protection for that. And I think that's...
And you think that wedding planners who don't want to plan a same-sex marriage should be allowed
to? It's a matter of accommodation. Tolerance is a two-way street. If you're a print shop and you are a gay man, should you be forced to print God hates fags for the Westboro Baptist Church because they hold those signs up? Should you be forced to do? Should the government, and this is really the case here, should the government force you to do that? And that's what these cases are all about. This is about the government coming in and saying, no, we're going to make you do this. And this is where I think we just need some space to say, let's have some tolerance, be a two-way street.
For more on religious freedom and laws in this country and the backlash that forced changes in the Arkansas and Indiana laws, we are joined now by Sarah Warbelow, the legal director for the Human Rights Campaign, the country's largest gay and lesbian civil rights organization. Sarah, good to have you here. You just heard from Senator Santorum, who said this law would have protected a gay business owner from having to do work on something that he finds offensive or discriminatory. Would that have been an important protection to have?
On the contrary, the legislation would have done no such thing. It explicitly allowed individuals to use their religious beliefs to underline other types of laws that provide protections, not only against gay, lesbian, bisexual, and transgender people, but against other religious minorities, and in some instances, against African Americans and Asian Americans as well.